statement from the mayor's office that says they're in constant communication on providing safety for the city, and they're expecting to meet with the sheriff again in the coming days. The mayor is expected to address these concerns over RNC today. We'll have updates for you right here on air. For CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News, Jacksonville, Brewer, Bethlehem, 104.5 WKB.
And right now, we're going to bring you live Mayor Lenny Curry speaking in Jacksonville. Here he is.
Greetings. Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's update on the City of Jacksonville's response to COVID-19. On the call today with me is my Chief of Staff, Jordan Ellsbury, Under Sheriff Pat Ivey, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Fire Chief Powers, the Jacksonville Fire Rescue, and Emergency Operations Center, Steve Woodard. As of this morning, the Florida Department of Health reports 229 new positive COVID-19 cases in the county, 105 deaths, and an overall positive testing percentage optimistic. The recent surge seems to be stable. Hospital leaders this morning, and what they shared with me leaves me cautiously optimistic. The recent surge seems to be stable, even trending downward in some facilities. city with that. But we have